Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel dedicated to book summaries of the most popular titles. In this video, you will find a summary of Mark Manson book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F***ck. 1. Don't try. Bukowski was a true loser and he knew it. Around his 50s, the head of a small publishing house trusted him. He wrote his first novel in 3 weeks, followed by 6 more, along with hundreds of poems. His book sold over 2 million copies. What made him succeed was his awareness of being a loser and embracing it. The prevailing discourse is saturated with injunctions to stay positive. Be happier, fitter, sexier, richer, more popular. Eventually, you believe you're never enough, that you need more, have to do more, be more, and so on. A vicious circle that leads you to be angry with yourself for never being or having enough. Aspiring to live more positive experiences is in itself a negative experience. And living negative experiences is in itself a positive experience. The absence of adversity doesn't exist anywhere. In life, everything worth it is obtained by overcoming associated negative experiences. With Mark Manson, we learn the subtle art of not giving a F***ck. This doesn't mean being indifferent but being comfortable with feeling different. The attitude of not giving a F***ck is a simple way to realign your expectations and differentiate between what truly matters, and the rest, to focus on what is meaningful to you. 2. Happiness is a problem. Dissatisfaction and a sense of malaise are integral to human nature. They are necessary ingredients for constructing tangible happiness. Problems continuously arise. Happiness is ongoing work because solving problems is an endlessly renewed task. There's no use denying problems or playing the victim. Emotions function as biological signals leading to favorable change. They signal action. Every action comes with an associated sacrifice. What you gain is also what you lose. There's no ideal happiness readily available. No chance of winning if you don't play. Success isn't determined by what would make you happy, but what suffering are you willing to endure? To know who you are, you must know what you're willing to fight for. 3. You're not extraordinary, you know. In the 60s, psychologists talked about building self-esteem and positive thinking. A generation later, it's clear that not everyone is exceptional, like Bill Gates. You're not extraordinary, you see? Realizing you're not above the fray, that your problems aren't more significant than others, lets you find solutions. Escape the tyranny of exceptionalism that makes you believe an extraordinary destiny awaits, that being average is worthless. What's the point if I never become exceptional? Accepting your existence isn't exceptional frees you to pursue what truly motivates you without inhibition, unrealistic expectations, and to appreciate what really matters. 4. The value of suffering. In February 1945, in Japan, while soldiers surrendered or were killed, Onoda remained hidden in the jungle, unaware of the conflict's end. He continued guerrilla warfare against American forces. In 1972, Onoda was still at war. He was ordered never to surrender, and he adhered to it. When he returned to Japan in 1974, hailed as a star, the country he had fought for no longer existed. In 1980, he left for Brazil. The first layer of self-awareness is basic emotional apprehension. The second layer is the ability to question why you feel certain emotions. And the third, the most crucial, is personal values, as they define our problems and subsequently our life's quality. Problems are inevitable, but you can control their meaning based on how you choose to think about them and the criteria you choose to evaluate them. For instance, the Beatles drummer, Pete Best, was removed from the group just before Beatlemania took off. He suffered greatly. But later, Pete Best realized that due to his dismissal, he could build a happy family. In the absence of fame, thanks to certain values and criteria, he was happier than other band members. He focused on what truly mattered. 5. You're making choices all the time. All the time, you're making choices, whether you recognize it or not, and you're responsible for the problems they generate. Blaming others harms yourself. No one goes through life without accumulating scars. At any moment, you can change your priorities. It's simple. Confusing responsibility and blame leads people to pass the burden of solving their problems onto others. With the internet, it's easier than ever to shift blame. The victim attitude is rampant among the rich and poor, overshadowing true societal problems and real victims who remain hidden in the masses. 6. You're wrong about everything. Only what your experience has shown you is good for you. Nothing can be certain until it happens. Some certainties, values, and beliefs once made sense in life but are no longer adapted. We are architects of our mostly bogus beliefs. Be cautious about what you believe. Certainty is never complete, and pursuing it often results in greater insecurity. This is the law of inverse effort. The more you seek certainty, the more you reinforce feelings of uncertainty. Conversely, embracing uncertainty leads to progress in understanding what you don't know. Uncertainty is fundamental to progress. Kill your ego. Buddhism posits that your idea of yourself is an arbitrary mental construction. Once free from the stories you tell yourself, you're liberated to act and evolve. Letting go is liberating. Problems are not all that extraordinary. Define yourself in the most standard and ordinary way, which prevents you from seeing yourself as a rising star, an undiscovered genius, or a complete failure. How to have fewer certainties about yourself. Ask yourself if you could be wrong and what that would mean. Am I sure I'm doing the right thing by telling my sister not to marry that guy when she's happy, and what if I'm wrong? What do I know? Would my certainties, which I'm not 100% sure about, stir up trouble? 7. Screwing up to start off right. When a child learns to walk, they don't think, I don't think walking is for me, I'm not very good at it. Life teaches us to avoid failure, closing the door to potential success. Existential crises are needed to consider what makes sense in our lives and potentially change direction. Existence is like that, you have no idea what you're doing. Act, the rest will follow. A small initial action ignites inspiration and fuels the rest. Doing something is your motto. 8. The importance of saying no. In our overconsumption society where positivity is the norm, many of us believe in the need to fully accept and affirm everything. Accepting rejection and being rejected is a crucial skill. Commitment liberates because you're no longer distracted by vanity. It sharpens attention and concentration, guiding you towards what's most likely to fulfill you. The treasure lies deep within, waiting for you to dig it out. 9. And then you die. Once you're okay with the fact that you'll die someday, you're free to choose your values, without being hostages to the absurd quest for immortality. A Portuguese saying goes, crossing the Cape of Good Hope, the person concerned has reached the end of their life, incapable of going further and ready to die. Mark Twain said, the fear of death comes from the fear of life. He who lives fully is prepared to die at any moment. There's nothing to fear. Ever. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like this video, if you enjoyed it.